So, welcome back to another Rowdy Cast. Looking pretty similar to last week, but we're going to be a little shorter this one. Still here with all the guys. You know them, you love them. There they are. Look at my guys over here. They're so jolly and silent.
I'm so jolly right now.
I don't think they could be any more jollier. Let's jump straight into hockey. So we're looking at a whole lot of here. I know my writing isn't great. But the main things we got to see here is Colorado's already clinched their conference. I mean, that's great for a team, you know. As much as I dislike them, they're doing good. But we did beat them on Sunday. The Blues beat Colorado on Sunday. It was an absolute thriller of a game. I don't know if you guys caught it.
What about yesterday?
Beautiful game. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, but like the game yesterday just like fully proved that the St. Louis Blues are the greatest team of all time. The 2026 St. Louis Blues are the greatest team of all
Sitting at a
time.
grand old 70.
It was like, yeah, it was bad. I mean, on Sunday I watched them play, and it was just glorious. I mean, we just went out there. We were down at the start, but we came back, and we put up a bunch of goals on them. And then that last play between Snuggerud and Thomas was just so beautiful. It was art on ice. And so I turned it on in the game last night, and I'm like, oh, some Blues hockey. I can't wait to watch them do it again. And it's like all of them got lobotomized. Like, Monday night, they took them into the hospital and just lobotomized all of them. Like, they looked horrible. Horrible for a team that played well on Sunday. What do you guys think about it?
I mean, keep in mind, we were still playing the Avs.
Yes, but the Avs didn't change. The Blues changed. The Blues didn't have the same speed or cadence.
I think on a less developed and less cohesive team, it's hard to maintain consistent good play, especially against teams like the Avalanche. So I just think the Blues are not there yet, consistency-wise, and that's why we're not going to be a playoff team.
And the Avalanche are just very dominant.
I mean, yeah, if we look at the Western standings here, Bubble at this point, there's like at a max for teams 6 games left in the season. And the Blues
we're 6 out.
We're 3 games out.
Yeah.
We're 3 games out.
Granted that Nashville loses at least 3 games.
Well, the Blues are going to go undefeated.
Well, I think we're going to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
We'll win all 6.
Hey, granted that we actually get into the playoffs.
We'll win all 6 the rest of the games, then we'll...
I mean, isn't it
we'll
destiny that we make the playoffs every year in our first round exit?
I don't know. I think this might be it.
It's either a first round exit or Stanley Cup.
And we're like in a Pittsburgh Steelers situation where like we won't even get a good draft pick. We won't make the playoffs. We'll get like the 17th draft pick.
And just be forever mid.
And just be poopy forever.
Yeah.
Who are the teams that we're playing the next 6 games?
Well, we do play the Canucks, so that'll be easy. But then we play the Minnesota Wild.
That's an easy win.
Easy win.
Blackhawks, I think, are actually the next game.
That's
It's
easy.
Blackhawks,
Easy win.
Canucks,
Easy
Wild,
win. Easy win.
Utah.
Pretty easy win.
Utah hockey
We
team.
definitely need to win that Utah game.
Yeah.
That is a must win. And honestly, against Minnesota, we have to win.
We have to win every game.
Hey,
We have to.
We have to.
we'll have the ghosts of the Arizona Coyotes on our side against the Utah hockey team.
That's like haunt.
Yeah, the fans of Arizona will be cheering us on to
The
destroy.
poltergeist.
A
poltergeist
coyote will
of
come
Arizona.
onto the ice and maul all their
It's
players.
just like how the Seattle fans were with Braun when they were playing against the Thunder.
Oh yeah.
After they were ripped from Seattle, it's the same thing. There's no way Utah can make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're going to lose every game.
But I mean, if we look at Carolina here, they're doing great. What's so surprising to me about Carolina is they look like this great team, and then if we watch last year's playoffs, they make it to the Eastern Conference Final and just get annihilated by the Panthers. Panthers aren't even in the conversation.
Yeah, they're
Right, so they're winning the Stanley Cup.
But I don't know how you come up so dominant through the entire playoffs and then just get bombed in a
Because it's the
conference final
Panthers.
like that.
I just think the Panthers were just so much better
Florida
than
Panthers
every
are
team.
They were so elite.
But how do you go, if you're the Panthers and they're so elite, how do they go from Cup.
Well, obviously you said the
They lost
injuries and,
Kachuk, though.
and
Kachuk.
such.
They lost like just Kachuk.
Yeah, but he's like their star player. You got to think about that.
And that drags
Yeah,
you to
but
a bottom
not
feeder.
even being in the conversation.
So
is
losing
crazy.
one player drops you from Stanley Cup champion to bottom feeder
out
up to
out of
bottom feeder of
I mean,
conference.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, but
That's bad management of a team. If your entire team revolves around one player that is known for getting injured consistently, not a smart game plan.
it sounds like the Yankees.
Or maybe they're just tanking on purpose, picking up a draft pick and coming back and winning
And then
5
winning
more.
the Stanley. Yeah. I mean,
It's
who
possible.
can blame them? They won 2, right?
Yeah, win 2,
Win
lose
2,
bottom
be
feed
terrible, and then win 3.
bottom
Yeah.
feed 2 years,
Yeah.
get some great picks, and then just 5
It's like the San Antonio Spurs. They're dominant, and then for like 10 years they suck, and then they come back and they're great.
Yeah. Buffalo. Oh my goodness. Buffalo, my little beautiful child.
Finally.
Look at them. Look at how they've done.
First round exit.
True.
You've lost your speaking privileges for 5 minutes.
Cooper, I don't know why you glaze the Buffalo Sabres.
Because their fans have been through, like,
But Buffalo
saw
fans,
torture.
but Sabre fans are Bills fans, and as a Chiefs fan, I want to see Buffalo not succeed in any.
Well, if
round.
they succeed, then the Bills will be horrible next year.
Great.
That's how it goes.
Wait, he's
No,
right.
it's
He's right.
flipping. So the Sabres took the
And
Buffalo
then, and then
curse.
the Bills are going to be dog booty water next.
So like the
Good choice of words.
the Sabres were like Jesus for the Bills. They took the brunt of the curse so the Bills could succeed.
Yeah.
And they couldn't do it. So like, you know what? No more. You take all of it. And now they're going to be great. They're going to win 5 Stanley Cups, and the Bills will be
Actually,
the worst team in the league.
they're going to get to 4 straight Stanley Cups and lose,
lose
all
4
4 of them.
That might actually happen.
And the curse continues.
That'd be
Oh,
kinda funny.
and he shoots with 2 seconds left, and it's wide right.
Oh my
Well,
God!
the thing,
He had to open that, and it was wide right. Oh.
The thing is,
Oh, passes.
We're going to overtime.
Passes to
Buffalo in
Darlene.
overtime.
Wide open net.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's wide right.
but the thing is it wouldn't be the Stanley Cup because the Bills never get that far.
Oh yeah, they're losing the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah, nowadays. Back in the 90s, they did though and lost 4
4 in a row.
in a row.
But them kids in Africa that were getting all the
Man, they were.
they must have thought the Bills
They thought
were
the Bills were a
greatest
dynasty.
team ever.
Yeah, they thought they were like, man, the Utah Jazz and the Bills must be the greatest team of all time.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh is honestly a really surprising team. I know we talked about it last week a lot, but having such an old core and still being so dominant is
But they're
very
not
interesting.
even. They're in the wild card conversation, aren't they? They're not even
no.
playoff.
Pittsburgh's right here.
But they're not playoff bound.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
This
are,
is division. They're
are they-
second in their division.
Are they cemented?
No, but they have 96 points.
That's what I'm saying.
And who's the first
So does
underdog?
Boston.
Yeah, but they're not in the same division.
Oh
so-
wait, you're right.
Is the
You're
next
What
right.
division is Boston in? Atlantic?
Boston's in Atlantic, yeah.
And then, so Pittsburgh just needs to win, like,
Pittsburgh needs to win their next 2 games.
and then they're
2
good.
of their next
And
games,
then
and they
they're-
make the playoffs,
Okay.
guaranteed. Philadelphia is another big one. Look at this.
Flyers.
The dynasty of Pennsylvania right here. Pennsylvania is
Yeah.
sticking its foot in the water of the playoffs for the first time.
What happened
Yeah.
in New York?
We should hit up. We should
The
hit up
Islanders?
our,
Yeah.
They fell off.
In the bubble, man.
Yeah. These teams have all just been like bouncing in and out of the wild card. It's just been like a fluid change. I don't know how this is going to end up going down in the season. I wouldn't be surprised to see any of these 4 teams. in that
Hopefully
bottom
my
wild card
namesake
spot.
can make the playoffs finally.
Brady.
Old Brady to Chuck.
He
on-
made it
on-
last
on
year
the center, yeah.
And got annihilated by the Leafs of all teams.
you
Hey,
know,
Leafs, first round, great. And then past that.
That's all they can do.
It's not
you know,
really-
I hope Pittsburgh does well, so I can support my good friend Chase Martin,
Chase Martin.
who lives in Pennsylvania.
Who lives-
Our good friend
who lives
Chase the Goat
on
Martin.
the North Allegheny.
River.
North Alligator, Hennessy.
But I mean, overall, the biggest thing that surprised me the most this year with hockey is the Eastern Conference as a whole. I mean, it's all over the
It's
place
so
as opposed to
even,
last
yeah.
year. It's so different. It's so competitive. It's so strong. And the Western Conference has a few good guys. Like,
And then the rest are in the 80s.
That's what's so
yeah.
bad.
That's honestly terrible. The leader of the Pacific Division is at 88 points.
This is bum. This is poor.
Imagine the Blues were, imagine we were in the Pacific Division, though.
If we were in the Pacific Division, we wouldn't even be that far out.
Exactly. But we're in the greatest division in hockey for whatever reason.
So, and what ends up happening here is all these Central teams get stuck fighting for the wild card spot because the best 3 teams are the best teams, and they clinch all these spots immediately, and then
And
the
then the
wild
rest of
only
the
chance is the
Central are
wild
fighting
card.
for the wild card.
the rest of the Central
And then
fight
you
for the
have a
wild
bunch
card.
of bums in the Pacific Division that get to make it just because their division's terrible.
Let's look at this. 88, 88, 87. That is the Pacific Division. Let's look at the wild card numbers over here.
Yeah, 90.
Not even.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bubble.
Yeah.
90, 89, 89.
Better than any team in the Pacific
Exactly.
This
Division.
is ridiculous.
It's like the NL Central or something.
Oh,
It's like
whoa.
NFC South.
Hey,
NL Central is good.
just because the Brewers were the first team.
Okay, how about the
Number-
AL Central?
That's better. That's better.
But Boston's finally crawled their way back in. After a year, they've always been good, and then they've had a couple rough spots in the past couple of years, and they've crawled their way back in. Sure, they're in a wild card, but I mean, name 5 good players on the Bruins.
Exactly, you can't.
I can name like
Yeah, name 2.
they got Zaka and
Bad.
And Lindblom.
Pasternak.
Not good.
That's it. That's all. That's all she wrote. Tampa Bay's been consistently good for a long time.
Yeah, it's just
That's
For
what's been.
years.
They've been
Yeah.
good
years.
for all of the 2020s.
I think that's because in hockey you don't have a lot of player movement compared to other sports.
There's so much
you
more
have
loyalty.
a lot of loyalty.
If you're good, you're staying with a
You're
team
staying
for
with
your
the team,
career.
Yeah.
If you're bad, you might have 20 teams.
Yeah, you're getting moved around.
You might go down to a couple minor league teams, practice squads, get thrown around to every other
And,
team.
and get thrown around in the CHL.
You
might-
played on
yeah.
4 teams in 4 divisions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Montreal was a team that was coming up last year. We saw that. They got in the wild card 2 spot, and they've crawled their way into being a divisional contender. So I think that's good for them. They're definitely a young team I would watch to be a conference leader in the future. You know, what do you guys got to say?
I mean-
someone farted.
Did they really now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the St. Louis Blues. We farted all our talent away.
They're farting.
Farting all our points away and all our talent.
Jordan Bennington. What about that?
Talking
guy?
about the Blues, did you guys watch the game on Sunday? Hofer had me fearing for my life. They come down,
He does
they
that
catch the
sometimes.
skates, and Hofer's like 10 feet out of the net, and there's 10 guys in front of him. And he goes to get up, and his skate blade's gone. He puts his skate on the ground and goes, whoa! And he's on the ground. And then he's trying to push back off his skate bladeless foot, and he's just sliding.
average St. Louis Blues.
Average St. Louis Blues
Is
game.
Joel Hofer the best backup goalie in the league?
No.
Who is?
Why does Jordan Bennington suck?
He's lost it all. It's
He
been-
doesn't suck. You put a good team in front of Jordan Bennington, and he's going to play the best hockey of his life. The Blues are notoriously sucky on defense, and we have terrible control in the defensive zone, and we give them
2026
just like
Winter
Winnipeg.
Olympics. 2026 Winter Olympics. Jordan Bennington lose it for Canada. So I mean, even with great teams, he's lost what made him great for whatever reason.
Yeah,
He
but
just doesn't
who's
have
he
it
playing
anymore.
against? The best goalie in the NHL on Team USA. There's only so much you can do.
True. But thank you guys for tuning in. I know this Rowdy Cast was a lot shorter, a lot scrappier, but we were really running low for time today. So thank you to those of you that turned in. I'll send you off with the guys. Have a good weekend.